Putting your
And then
clothes
her
on
walkie
top.
went off, and I heard that someone was creeping around an abandoned building. I didn't... I didn't really need the skeezy professor to tell me it was you. Max, you're kind of staring a lot.
Sorry, I think I might be in shock.
Sure. Blast from the past and all.
She said it so naturally. Like she had no idea how insane it sounded. Like she'd never died.
Max, we have a lot to catch up on. But I've been awake since Indianapolis.
Of course. Take my bed. We'll talk in the morning.
Thank you for understanding.
I'm not sure I understand anything right now. But I'm
God.
glad you're here. Come on, the bedroom's upstairs.
Thanks.
I spent all night thinking of explanations. It was a dream, a hallucination. It was Sophie playing the world's sickest prank. But it's her, in 1,000 little ways. In every way.
You gonna sit there all night?
Just resting my legs. It's been a long, strange day. I'll tell you about it in the... She didn't vanish overnight. I can let her out of my sight for a minute or two. So, Max, what's it gonna take to get ready for the strangest conversation of your life? Guess I'm checking in with Vin.
Okay. Okay, so holy shit. It's 4:02. It's 4:02 a.m. and I haven't slept. I'm writing this to help me stay awake. She's here. She's sleeping on my bed, likely drooling on my pillow right now. Chloe. Love of my life, thorn in my heart. God, I hope she doesn't. First stage of grief is denial. The first stage of whatever this is also denial. This can't be happening. I keep looking over to the bed and Chloe Elizabeth Price. Chloe Elizabeth Price is here. Maybe if I keep writing it down, it won't sound so insane. She's dead. She's been dead. I heard her get shot. I stood by her casket. I spent years mourning her. I know she's dead. So why is she snoring right now? She looked exhausted. She mentioned Indianapolis. How far did she drive in order to make her big entrance and whisk me away from Brax? Is it supposed to say the Abraxas house? Oh, I fell asleep. I'm gonna put this journal away, but I can't sleep. Not yet. Not until the world starts making sense. Well, maybe
Don't
you
know
should.
what to say to Chloe when she wakes up, but I can guess that she will be cold, hungry, and in need of coffee. I know I'm very anti-fire right now, but the place is freezing. I wasn't planning on being home this weekend. There's nothing in my fridge but I should just stop trying to plan my week. It seems to invite chaos. Wakey, wakey.
An espresso machine?
Yikes. I didn't even notice where we parked last night. Better move it. But where did she leave her keys? Hazel's a great agent, and she put so much work into this weekend. I hope she eventually forgives me. It's not snooping if it's Chloe, right? Chloe's a band manager? In a weekend full of surprises?
Okay, so she's the band manager.
There you are.
I mean, I knew that, but I thought that she also played. Sick, though.
Flannel, band tees, and artfully ripped tank top. She certainly didn't stop by because she was in the neighborhood. I wanted to ask her 1,000 questions, but she barely had the energy to get upstairs. This design must be Chloe's. Moses says this telescope is an embarrassment, but it helps me look. Moses collected a few weird artifacts from the merge. He thinks they're fascinating. I think they're horrifying. If you stay in one place long enough, restaurants learn your birthday. Cute or creepy?
Max.
Like
Somebody did well for herself. How did Max wind up in the world's bougiest log cabin? What the? That was the girl at the bar last night. Max thinks her name is Sophie? Coffee. She's awake. What's the connection with this Sophie person and Max? It's been years. At least I still get a spot on the life mosaic. If Max was gonna try and replace me with someone, I'm glad it was a dog. Her life is so full now. This place is so beautiful. It makes me want to throw up. Now she can talk about f-stops and shutter speeds to her heart's content. Is she moving out of her urban decay phase? What? She's photographed everything under the sun, but she's saving space for more. Max knows the woman from the lighthouse? And her name is also Sophie? What the hell?
What? That was-
Max has a whole new life here. Maybe I shouldn't have come.
Oh, dude.
Not bad for a girl who never finished high school.
Oh, right.
This is from that film festival in Boise. 2 days of movies
Almost
that made me
like-
want to claw my eyes out, but she never stopped smiling.
Like when you
Wait,
really
is it
you're
Saturday?
hurt in something, you
I
don't
showed
have
up
to
on
have
Max's
it.
birthday. But why is she here and not on this trip?
Oh yeah.
She told me to take the bed and then pretended to go downstairs. But when I peeked later on, she was definitely still watching me. What? Did she not have enough artsy hipster cred already? Tweecore, acoustic chill, and lots of indie rock. Classic Max. I've been avoiding mirrors for days. I probably look as crazy as I sound. Come on. It'll be okay. It's Max.
She still drives like a teenager. Some things never...
Trying to steal my truck?
Yeah. I'm gonna park it better
Just
than you did.
joyriding it to a parking space.
How long has it been? A year? A decade? I'm not really sure anymore.
Yeah, let's start with good to see you.
It is so incredibly good to see you, Chloe.
Don't get excited. I come bearing baggage.
Let's start with how
Before
are you here?
say anything, I know. I should have called first. I just figured I'd know what the fuck to say when I was looking at you.
Okay. The floor is yours.
Oh. Okay.
Lately, I keep getting these... I don't know. Visions? It's been happening for a minute, but they're getting worse. It seemed like maybe some time fuckery took place, so I figured I'd come ask the time fucker herself.
What kind of visions?
Okay, so this is Chloe. Let's see. Memories?
I have memories of things that never happened. I have dreams that really don't feel like dreams. And lately, I keep seeing this dark-haired woman who just so happens to be on your photo wall. Who's Safi?
Oh. Former friend? I feel like Max has the... I don't want to mess it up, though. I feel like Max has the right to freak out a little bit. I want to say former friend.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to understand what is happening right now.
Me too, Max. Glad we're on the same page here.
Sophie and I were friends once.
And who's the friend on your dresser? Your second friend named Sophie?
This is gonna sound crazy, but it's the same person. Sophie can shapeshift.
So this place is... what? Like some freaky power academy?
No, not at all. It's a coincidence, as far as I know.
Never a dull fucking moment with you. Any idea why your friend is in my dreamscape? Or is that a coincidence too?
I'm not sure. What else do you see in your visions besides her?
Me? Dying on the Blackwell bathroom floor. I know it's not real, but it feels so... And when I met your friend last night, she looked at me like she'd seen a ghost. I know you saved me, but I'm starting to wonder if... maybe you didn't. Did I die?
I saved you. Then, when the storm came, you asked me to go back and undo it. You saved Arcadia Bay. When you died, a decade ago.
What's
I
happening?
should be dead. Why am I not dead? Am I a ghost?
Of course not.
Well, I'm not a fucking living person, that much is clear. Hold on. I remember everything that happened after that. We spent years on the road together. Didn't we?
I spent years on the road. But I was alone. I know this is weird, but what if your memories are what would have happened if you lived? Or what did happen, just to some other version of us? Talk to me. How are you feeling?
Scared.
Max, this is bad. Reality isn't supposed to work like this. I'm a mistake. I'm...
You're alive. I don't care how or why. This is beyond anything I ever dreamed of.
But what the hell happened? How am I here right now?
Let's back up. When did the visions start? Was it just before Christmas?
How did you know that?
Because last December, my friend Sophie lost control of her powers. She had sort of a mental breakdown.
Did you shoot her?
I heard someone's voice begging you to shoot her. Did you?
No, not this time. I mean, it's complicated. But no. For a while, there were two separate realities. One where Sophie was alive, one where she was dead. I managed to merge them back together. But maybe I merged more than that? It's only a theory. We should talk to my friend Moses. He's been studying my powers. He'll want to hear about your visions.
This is so strange. I have this brain full of memories of our time on the road together, but it's not even us.
That's incredible. What was it like?
Oh, no, let's not. Who cares? I want to build their relationship.
We had a lot of good years together. Then, my memory's fuzzy, but you were depressed, guilty about Arcadia Bay.
Can't imagine. Having one death on my conscience was bad enough.
So wait, even the week we spent together in high school didn't happen. I was already dead.
I guess not.
Oh, this is great. My best friend abandons me, and I have a decade-long hallucination of a friend who didn't.
That week was real.
That week, at the junkyard, on the train tracks, it was the best and worst week of my life. I'm so glad you remember it too.
Yeah. But who the hell did it happen to? Not me.
That did.
I feel so weird. There's so much I don't know, and half of what I do know isn't real.
Well, maybe I can catch you up. I can tell you how reality worked for me, at least.
How was my mom? Her mom was dead.
How did my mom take it?
Oh no,
How
sorry.
you'd expect. David was there for her, but he was a mess too.
That guy contains multitudes. Remember when we visited him at that hippie camp and... God damn it, never mind.
Sorry,
Oh my
Chloe.
god, wait.
What?
That's so funny. I love this so much. They David in Life is Strange 2, so with the brothers, ends up being in this like in the desert with like essentially a compound like of just people who want to just like live out of society and hippie camp. And in that reality, if Chloe's alive, they go and visit him there, and that the brothers are there. That's so funny.
What can I
Anyways.
do?
Max, I don't need you to do anything. I'm not some problem for you to solve.
Professor Caulfield, it's security.
What are you doing? Don't answer.
We're adults. We don't need to hide from the security guard anymore.
Max.
Good morning, Professor. Are you expecting a prospective graduate student this weekend?
Am I... Yes. Sorry. Was I supposed to clear it with you? I'm still learning the ropes.
No problem. I'll get her in the system. But tell her to behave herself. She's already been in one altercation since arriving in Lakeport.
The creepy guy, okay? He deserved to be shoved to the ground. Don't worry about her.
Thanks for the warning, Noelle, but she's perfectly safe.
Due respect, ma'am, but it's my job to determine that.
Well, if that's everything, I should get back to my dark room.
Have a good weekend.
You're the worst. Did you get in a fight last night?
You shove one townie and suddenly you're a danger to the school. So, catch me up on you. What did Max Caulfield do after she saved a town?
Ran away from it as fast as I could. Your mom gave me your truck. I went to all the places you and Rachel had wanted to go. I drove until the hole in my chest started to scab over. And I took photos of empty buildings, so other people could see what the hole looked like. At some point, I accidentally became a semi-famous photographer. Last year, I came here as a visiting artist, and now I'm a teacher.
And you've been here for what? A year? Make any friends? Date any babes?
I did get close to someone. You'd like her. She's a bartender in town.
What? The girl with the Princess Leia buns? I met her. She's cute. So what happened?
She had issues with my powers. It wasn't her fault. I'm a lot to handle.
Not that I wasn't happy to do it, but want to tell me why I saved your ass from a demolition site?
Only if you're ready for more time fuckery. If I don't do something to stop it, the whole school will be on fire by tomorrow night.
Okay, so what does future Max think caused it?
Arson? I feel like the protest is just like secondary, or it's like part of something else. I don't think that the protest is.
I think it was deliberate. Someone wants to burn down that house. Or maybe they want to burn the whole school. I don't know. My friends, my students, they're in danger. And right now, I don't know enough to do anything about it.
And you're sure you want to do something? Not worried about causing a storm?
I'm terrified of it. But I understand my powers better now. And I can't just sit back when I have a chance to save everyone. That house belongs to Abraxas, Caledon's secret society. And our president has a weird interest in it. I have questions for both.
That Moses guy you mentioned, do you think he'd be willing to meet with me?
I think he'd give his favorite telescope to meet with you. He should be in his office now. I'll take you.
Hey, how are you feeling about me being here with all this going on?
I mean, anxious is like kind of inherent, but I think she's mostly delighted.
I didn't know I could feel this happy. You invented a whole new emotion for me.
Wow. You're welcome.
Your visions, the fire, we'll figure it all out. I'm just so glad you're here.
Well, good. I guess I'll stick around.
I would have been bawling if I was in. But I know it's Chloe. She doesn't want to show her.
Dude, is that what I think it is? You assholes have your own observatory? Okay. I know we have a fire and an existential crisis to solve, but I am definitely breaking in there tonight. Earth to Max. You good?
Sorry. I just still can't believe it. You're really here.
Listen, if I'm gonna feel okay about being here with everything you have going on, I don't want to be weighing you down.
You're not.
Good. Then let's split up. I'll go up to the Science Palace and meet your friend while you go focus on the firefuckers.
Oh. I just don't want to be in this I don't want Safi to fucking fuck this shit up. Ugh, she's gonna. I just have a feeling that she's just gonna shapeshift into Chloe and then make Max feel all weird. Worried about it. Oh my god. I think she should protest. I feel like it'll still happen.
No, I'll walk you there.
Max, I've navigated stairs before. Go. Get some answers. I'll call you soon.
Chloe!
I'm okay, you goober. Now go.
Good luck. She must have come looking for me, and I wasn't here. She found Moses and she...
Hey Max, take a
But I'm
breath.
here now. And this time, I will make sure nothing happens to her.
Putting so much on yourself. Literally the weight of the world.
Hard to think about anything besides Chloe at the moment. But if I want her to remain alive, I need to start finding answers now.
Alright.
Where can I dig up more...
Okay, wait. Okay. So,
Information on Abraxas. Maybe I can find someone to help me.
wait.
Can I put my International Photography Award in here?
Max,
Maybe
that
we
is
get
not
Owen
important
to
right
take me when a slogan feels like a personal attack. Ugh, the Caledon rebrand is beginning.
So choppy. Oh, Loretta.
Good morning. Okay. Promise.
Right now? We're doing this right now. Cool.
What happened last night was terrifying. I hope you're taking care of yourself.
Thank you. How are you doing?
Question 1. What is your connection to the Abraxas Society?
I don't have one. Some of my students are members, but I'm not.
Then why were you in their basement last night?
Say about Braxis. I don't want to make an enemy of Owen.
Abraxas is good at keeping secrets. I don't know if any of those secrets are dangerous, but I want to find out.
Question 2. Should students be concerned about an unchecked secret society running...
Loretta. My turn. How are you doing?
I'm coping, honestly. I think it would help me get some closure if I understood what happened last night.
Let's not.
I respect
again.
the need for closure. And for answers.
I swear, Max. There's something weird about this. Abraxas is hiding something. Nobody's been able to take them on, ever. The Caledon Crier has been publishing for 60 years. You know what's in their archives? Puff pieces on how Abraxas throws the best parties. I've searched Abraxas and every other creepy occult word I could think of. Nothing of substance.
I'll make you a deal. In lieu of any more grilling, how about I find you some more search terms? Then we can pool our research.
I'll consider it.
Abraxas has a lot of secrets. It's time somebody cracked them. Vin adores Jack Parsons. I wonder if it's an Abraxas thing or a Vin thing.
Okay. Alright, I'll read it. The life and legacy of Jack Parsons. Few people achieve the levels of fame and notoriety that Jack Parsons did, and he managed to achieve it twice over, as both a brilliant rocket scientist and an influential occultist. Born October 2nd, 1914, Parsons was a daring, some might say reckless, engineer who died on June 17th, 1952, at the tragic age of 37 after an explosion in his home laboratory. Between his work with I fucking don't remember how to... That's not how it's spelled, is it? A Leicester Crowley? Maybe, I don't know. And L. Ron Hubbard, before Hubbard swindled him, and his contributions to the American counterculture movement. Parsons left with an indelible mark. Some even credit him with our culture's growing interest in neo-paganism. Parsons is rightly seen as a pioneer in the aerospace industry, but his legacy is incomplete without an accounting of his contributions to modern occult practices. In all aspects of his life, he worked tirelessly to pierce the veil between the known and the great. And there's shit that's crossed the fuck out?
Vin adores Jack Parsons. I wonder if it's an Abraxas thing or a Vin thing. I always thought Abraxas was creepy, but at least it's the least creepy rooster-reptile hybrid.
Oh, man. Okay, head of a rooster, body of a man, serpents for legs. That's the creepiest, or the least creepy? Differing accounts, either an Egyptian god or a demon. Name is said to have magical meaning, maybe a shortened form of abracadabra. Historical associations with time, destiny, and balance.
If a bunch of rowdy Abraxans start building a bonfire, it could get bad fast.
This is stupid. What is this? Oh,
If a
ritual.
bunch of
Sorry, I
rowdy
thought it was just talking
Abraxans
about fire.
start building a bonfire, it could get bad fast.
Fire is nature's most beautiful and dangerous element. While we often think of its destructive potential, it can also represent new beginnings, as fire can cleanse and reshape as well as destroy. It reminds the modern witch that she contains enormous power, which can turn dangerous, even devastating, if used without control. If you want to incorporate fire into your practice, a few pillar candles, red if you wish, will bring power and focus to your next ritual. Or consider building a bonfire, where the beauty of the flame is on full display. Bonfire rituals are especially potent when combined with spells of banishment or forgetting. Plagued with the thoughts of an ex? What better way to move forward than taking an old love letter or photo and consigning it? Loretta, I have some things. Wait.
Did someone vandalize this plaque? Or are they trying to add to Gretchen's list of accomplishments? I always make conversation and bad rock puns when I see Gretchen. She just has... Did someone vandalize this plaque? Or are they trying to add to Gretchen's list of
What do
accomplishments?
you mean, vandalize? I don't know. Okay.
Can you try Bonfire?
A few Labor Day parties, a production of The Arsonists, and... Oh.
Look at the date. That's this weekend. Do they have an annual bonfire?
Ugh. They misspelled Abraxas. Amateurs.
I mean, it's a student newspaper. You're all amateurs.
Excuse you.
Okay, a large bonfire at the Abraxas house got out of control and spread to the lawn on Saturday. The Lakeport Fire Department was called to 3180 Fremont Street after several neighbors noticed the smell of smoke. When the fire department arrived, the flames were mostly extinguished. The society issued a statement this morning, apologizing for the fire and assuring the community that no underage drinking took place. This brush with the police comes after the society had been implicated in several high-profile pranks and hosted last year's memorable Krampus party. Well, memorable for those of us who weren't taken to the ER for alcohol poisoning. Some students defend the society's antics, while others feel that Abraxas has strayed too far from its occult roots. They've strayed too far from the occult roots? Why Gretchen?
Try Jack Parsons.
One article. Already read this one. I told you. Puff pieces.
When I heard about Diamond,
I know. That's when I really started digging into Abraxas.
Oh yeah, because Diamond, at the end of the last game, Diamond also has powers. I think it's invisibility? I can't remember. But she was taken in by Safi.
Look for Gretchen Kostov.
The founder of the newspaper? There's gonna be a lot. Okay. Several articles written by her, a few reviews of her films, and... Huh.
the Abraxas Society wasn't always the Abraxas Society.
But it seems like the occultist stuff was there from the beginning.
Women's Equality League reports changes. The Caledon Women's Equality League is changing their name next year. The group is inviting members to submit ideas for new names, which will be voted on in the upcoming semester. The League has already seen many changes in the last decade. Founder Gretchen Kostov had to fight an uphill battle, first when establishing the group and later when finding them housing off campus. At the time, according to Lakeport law, According to Lakeport law, any house with two or more unrelated women living together was legally a brothel. Since setting up residency at 3180 Fremont Street, the group has hosted numerous anti-war protests and seasonal occult rituals. While members are tight-lipped about their ceremonies, several members have stated that the group is neither a cult nor a coven. The League started allowing male members last year, perhaps prompting this name change.
So, what do we know?
That Abraxas has been getting away with mayhem for decades. They could do anything to anyone, and we'd never know.
But the party wasn't on just any day. Is there something special about this weekend? I'll be right back.
It's her birthday. They've been doing bonfires every year. All right, Vin. Wait. Find other shit? Is this gonna research Abraxas? How? What else can I do? Oh.
Third week of September. That's this week.
Okay. Mabon, the autumn equinox. In the northern hemisphere, Mabon occurs in the third week of September and marks the first day of the autumn season. Sometimes called Witches' Thanksgiving, it is a day of harvest festivals and nature walks. As summer gives way to fall, participants often hold feasts to celebrate nature's bounty or channel their creativity into autumnal arts and crafts. While Mabon is a moment when light and dark are in perfect balance, it's also a reminder that the easy days of the summer are behind us. What will the coming winter bring, and what shadows will lurk in the lengthening dark? Interesting. Okay, so is that the last thing? Is that it?
Okay, try Mabon.
Oh, here we go. A masked Mabon party?
Oh.
And look, it's the same weekend as the other article. They must be prepping for another one tonight.
Dark magic at Caledon? Special investigation. Did you know that here, on our very own campus, an occult society might be practicing the dark arts? They've even been known to play Dungeons and Dragons! This reporter won't name the group, who have threatened previous investigators with libel lawsuits, but I can exclusively report that last Saturday, a Mabon party took place off campus. Attendees wore masks and drank potions from engraved goblets. At midnight, an unknown ritual took place in the basement. This photograph was obtained from an anonymous source, who was eager to convince me that Mabon isn't satanic, it just celebrates the cycle of death and rebirth, and that the rumors of human sacrifice are greatly exaggerated. The source ended the conversation after I asked whether their famed Hollow Secrets contains, as many have speculated, a portal to hell.
This is what we need. I just have to get my hands on a mask, and I could go anywhere, talk to anyone. Max?
There won't be a party. We need to talk to Vin and shut it down.
Hold on. Think about this. I'll post part 1 of my podcast tonight, then we'll go and ask people about it. They'll spill their guts.
No way. It's too risky.
Risky how? You're still not telling me something, aren't you? I told the police I was in that basement alone. Now you're stonewalling me?
Anonymous.
Someone anonymously threatened the school. I can't get anyone to take it seriously, and I'm looking into it myself. That's the truth.
I knew there was something. Max, this party is how we find the truth. I'm out of leads. President Teller ignored my requests for a comment. Reggie says I'm crazy. Tonight is my last chance.
Okay. I have a responsibility to try and stop the party. But Abraxas has ways of getting around the authorities, so I don't know how much good it'll do. I know you want answers. I also know that if you go to the Abraxas house tonight, you'll be putting yourself in danger. Again. Promise me you won't do that.
I promise I will try to find the truth and not do anything stupid in the process. I'm sorry. That's the best I can do.
Oh,
I
okay.
could rewind and make Loretta forget the party is even happening. But is that a step too far?
Dude, no. I feel like we just... Also, when it said Gretchen, I thought it was talking about the other character in the last game. So I was like, I love her. Thought Gretchen, that person's name?
Finn's moved up in the world since his administrative assistant days.
Er,
What the hell? You towed my car?
You mispronounced. Thank you for saving my job, Vin. I owe you several drinks. Owen is furious that the demolition was held up. What do you think would happen if you found out you were there? Why were you there?
what's up?
There is something strange going on. It's centered around the Abraxas house, and I think you know what it is.
Max, I don't have time for your sleuthing. Owen needs my help. The board is asking questions, and there goes my Saturday.
What has he gotten you mixed up in?
Nothing. The Abraxas house was irreparably damaged by the storm.
Didn't look that bad to me.
And Owen's Caledon 2.0 plans hinge on the future site of the Scientific Institute for Caledon. Unfortunately abbreviated, SICK. I know he's a dick, but he's an ambitious leader. And he's got the backing of the board. So, the house is coming down.
I saw the stay of demolition. According to the court, the house is staying right there.
And yet, come down it must. Either now, due to a miscommunication with the demolition company, or later, due to an expensive legal battle.
I don't understand. You were the president of Abraxas. Doesn't this bother you?
Of course it does. I want to keep Caledon weird. And I want to keep the Abraxas house in all of its haunted glory. But this is happening. All I can do is advocate. For Abraxas, you, and the arts in general, I'm doing my best.
They're sublexing.
Now, are you gonna take my word for it? Or are you gonna keep asking me questions that I can't answer?
Oh, man. Stop.
Vin, you have to cancel the Maybon party.
He did. I told Reggie there wasn't a good backup spot to build a bonfire. It's canceled as of last...
Vin, I need that file from the archive by end of day.
Got it right here. Sir, about these messages...
They'll have to wait.
Vin looked like he wanted to chase Owen out of the room. Maybe I can push him over the edge. I should rewind and convince Vin to leave when Owen does.
Mac.
Loretta was in the house last night. Owen's recklessness could have gotten her killed.
Owen fast-tracked a planned demolition. Loretta was creeping around a condemned building in the middle of the night. Who's reckless here?
I don't understand. You need help getting Owen's attention? Loretta is planning to release her podcast about the demolition tonight. But maybe if Owen gives her the comment she's after, he can reduce the damage.
Holy shit. That will get his attention. And, oh god, make him supremely angry. Still, thank you.
Vin, I need that file from the archive by end of day.
Got it right here. Sir, I have to speak with you immediately.
Not now.
It's new information about that podcast.
Fine. Walk with me.
That should buy me enough time to search the office. Normally, I wouldn't suspect Caledon's president of arson. But someone's about to burn down the building he wants to get rid of.
I feel like we have a time.
Can I hate something that would make Moses happy? I think I can. Did he lose his key or something? Everyone keeps saying that the Abraxas house is badly damaged, but I didn't see anything wrong.
Mostly weren't in the main part of the house. But regardless, yeah.
Nice, still logged in. Guess I'm due for a lucky break.
Owen, my guys are telling me that you're throwing them under the bus at the Lakeport, or to the Lakeport PD. Listen, I've got plenty of words for the idiots who didn't check the basement, but who told them that the demolition had been approved? Who assured me to my face that the court documents were on their way and it has to be tonight? Do you know how much shit I'd be in if the cops had found the explosives? I had to hide them in a dumpster like a fucking mobster. I only took this contract as a favor to Yasmin, but we're done. I told my guys to pull the equipment, find someone else to do your dirty work, and get your fancy team of lawyers ready, asshole. Stan King. New England Rec King, so they're probably a demolition crew.
Owen's trying to seem more likable, so he outsources the job to a chatbot. This fucking guy.
Sir, the new AI chat program is ready for your review. I downloaded it to your desktop this morning. As I've said, I have some concerns about using your voice. I know we're attempting to address the unlikable and unrelatable accusations, but even with more boundary conditions, a user could get you to say just about anything. I'm sure you can imagine the potential downsides and PR nightmares that could follow. Let me know if you have any feedback for the developer.
Oh, that doesn't sound like Owen at all.
Are you feeling alright? We'll discuss your previous message after the call with the board. I suggest you get your head on straight before then. I think the real question is, how did you fuck up your relationship with your daughter so badly that she doesn't even answer your calls? Maybe you should stop trying. Or maybe I should offer her a professorship. She's clearly the real talent in the family. Okay. I'm getting calls from the demolition company. Stan is furious and is threatening to sue. What happened at the Abraxas house last night? This is Safi. And it sloppily, too. Oh.
Hi, I'm Callie, your Caledon automated assistant. How can I help you today?
Huh?
President Teller has his weekly meeting scheduled with Reggie Kagan. Location, Central Quad.
Wait, he was just here.
The Abraxas Society was founded in 1962 by Gretchen Kostov. Originally known as the Caledon Women's Equality League, the group is open to all students in good academic standing.
Was worth a shot.
Hi, I'm Callie, your Caledon... Instructor Caulfield, your class size and inattention to grading have raised questions as to the efficacy of your course.
Wow, even the robot knows that Owen doesn't respect
Breaking into his own files? That weird email to Yasmin? That wasn't Owen just now. Holy shit. Safi. What was she doing in Owen's office? She asked Vin to get a file for her. She's up to something. Oh no.
Max?
That's it. I already have all the info.
No Vin, no problem. Like I was never even here. You wanna play cat and mouse, Sophie? Let's play.
Is Safi playing us, do you think? Like she's like pretending she's in cahoots
Safi could
with
be
us?
anywhere by now. But knowing her, she probably stuck around to watch me squirm.
I need your assurance that our understanding still holds. This isn't just about Abraxas' future, Reggie. It's about yours, too.
Max, hey. I needed to ask you about yesterday's assignment. Do you have a minute? Sorry, President Teller, I really need to understand this whole, a negative space thing.
Why do I suspect you're not looking to talk photography?
Sorry, I just needed to get out of there.
Are you okay?
It's been a day. Owen's breathing down my neck, up to my ass in angry emails, and now Marlon says I'm acting crazy.
Why would he say that?
When I saw him this morning, he asked if he could borrow something important, and now he's saying he never even saw me. Stoner. You know, he probably just lost it and he doesn't want to admit it. But it's extremely important for reasons that are extremely time sensitive.
Mabon?
Does it have to do with the Mabon party by any chance?
Mabon? What is that?
Reggie, I know the party was officially canceled. It would be a very bad idea to hold it anyway.
I always appreciate your advice, Max. It's fine. It's probably a whole stack if I'm down in the basement. I just need to get there early.
So the party is still at the Abraxas house. Good to know.
What was that talk with you and Owen about? It sounded intense.
Hi, welcome
Nothing
back.
important. Just ensuring the success of Caledon 2.0. No pressure.
He said the two of you had an understanding?
Understanding? Who really understands anything these days? What does that word even mean, you know?
Reggie, I know there's a lot going on. Just be careful.
I always am. See you around, Max.
Worries. Thank you for hopping in.
That was definitely Reggie. But what about the rest of the quad? When Safi was impersonating Owen, she
Job
took
number
a
2.
Caledon folder from Vin. That's my tell. Anyone with a Caledon folder could be Safi. I need to check out each one I find. The man has absolutely no hold on this guy.
Him. Can I talk to him? Oh.
Safi was just shapeshifted as Owen. Maybe she didn't have time to change yet. Unsurprisingly, Owen is being a Karen.
Karen.
Safi was just shapeshifted as Owen. Maybe she didn't have time to change.
I don't mean to interrupt.
Well, unless you want to help me liaise with the Abraxas Alumni Network, you are. Excuse me.
I can't just push Owen to talk. What if it's the real Owen? I need to rewind and regroup.
Well, unless you want to help.
Find information first. Okay. Surprised there's not a sign. Oh. Oh, he had a bomb.
Safi knows all the English teachers.
Are we sure we want to do this? What if my husband finds out?
I already told my husband. He was excited until I told him he couldn't watch.
Oh, Max, can you give us a moment? We're discussing some plans. I wish my husband was as open-minded as yours. Okay, I'll book us the hotel room.
Try to get one on the top floor. We could get pretty loud.
I love them. Hey.
Still no sign of Safi. I have to keep looking. Hello?
Hey, hippie. Just checking in.
Have you talked to Moses?
Not yet. He was with a student. I'm just sitting outside the planetarium, trying to imagine what it would be like to go to school here. But if I had that kind of money, I'd probably just buy a tour bus.
You are gonna love Moses. I wish I could be there for this meeting of the minds.
I don't. This way, we can jump straight into talking shit about you.
Har. Well, I'm sure he'll have some theories about what's happening with you. He'll probably want to run some tests, too. He can get a little test happy when it comes to powers and timelines.
On my trip out here, I spent hours wondering what it would be like to see you again. But I never expected mad scientist friend hangout.
What did you expect?
Most often, a slammed door in my face.
Really? Why?
Well, you never responded to my text, for starters.
I didn't know it was you. I didn't have your number in this reality. I barely even believed it was you when you showed up in person.
Excuses.
So what I'm hearing is, even though the school's in danger and reality's a mess, this trip is going better than you expected?
Oh, damn. I guess it is.
I should get back to the search. I'll text you when I know anything.
See you soon.
Yep. Okay. Going towards... Lost.
Of course everyone has the same folder. And only one of them is Sophie.
President Teller! Save the Abraxas! Down with President Teller!
Sophie saw my class. Maybe she'd shapeshift as... Hey, Jeanette.
Oh, hey, Max. Fancy seeing you here.
Photo Simon?
Were you pleased with the photos you took in class?
Definitely. But I wanted to get a few more to choose from. I asked Reggie if he wanted to shoot together, but he said he had some pressing plans. Lame.
Doing some alfresco homework?
Oh, no, it's a personal project.
What is it?
I'll leave you to it. See you in class.
Max, have you ever... I'm sort of thinking about applying to grad school.
For what?
Oh. I shouldn't have... Never mind.
Wait, Jeanette, I didn't...
It's cool, Max. I'll see you in class.
What? I'm very confused.
Hey, Jeanette. I've been meaning to ask you, have you ever considered applying to grad school for photography?
Yes, actually. I wanted to ask you about it, but I figured if you thought it was a good idea, you would have brought it up.
I only have a GED. You don't need grad school to be a professional photographer, but it's certainly an option. Oh,
Right, you're self-taught. I always forget that. Most of the applications require an artist statement, so I've been working on one. Would you mind taking a look? I'd love to. Ugh, it sounds really pretentious.
Artist statements are just like that. You're right in the pocket.
Let's read it. The first time I got a hold of camera, I was overwhelmed with the desire to capture an image of my mother, asleep in a hammock. My artistic instincts were so strong that I nearly dropped her Kodak P880 on her face. When my mother woke up, grabbed back her camera and forbade me from touching it for the rest of our vacation. I learned a valuable lesson. Photography is about permission. We are surveilled, to some degree or another, anytime we set foot on a city street or log onto our devices. We can take pictures of people with our phones, watches, or sunglasses, with or without their consent. To take someone's photograph is very different from simply taking their picture, though it might sound like semantics. To photograph someone is to ask another person if you can treat them as a piece of art, not as a commodity or a consumer. It redefines communication, introduces playfulness and spontaneity, and demands collaboration between the photographer and the subject. In a world beset on all sides by technology, which often has an isolating effect, photography remains a technology that connects us to each other. Sweet.
I know it's a long shot, but I really love your class, and some of these programs have financial aid, so...
So what on earth do you have to lose by applying?
Exactly.
Okay, let's meet after class on Tuesday. I'll do my own research on MFA programs, and we can touch base.
That would be amazing.
Hey, don't wait for other people to tell you that you're an artist. You are an artist, whether they see it or not.
Wow. Thanks, Max. I'm so lucky to have you as my mentor.
Don't start crying. Don't start crying.
Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house! Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
Right in my face?
President Teller's sitting in the quad over there. I'm not sure he can hear you.
I can do something about that. Thanks, lady.
I hope the power of protest is enough to get Owen away from that folder.
Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
Whoa.
Defend the students' right to self-govern! Save the Abraxas
What is it now?
Well, this certainly wasn't pulled from the archives. Must be the real Owen.
Reggie's gonna deal with it. Did you know he was an economics major before he met you and switched to visual arts? What a shame.
So you became the president of a liberal arts college, but you hate the arts. What's that about?
Contrary to the graffiti around campus, I'm not a heartless suit. For example, I'm something of a collector of Stieglitz prints.
You know, Stieglitz was one of the first people to champion photography as an art form.
He was, though I'm sure Stieglitz would be horrified at the state of postmodern art.
Well, Stieglitz has been dead nearly 100 years. I'd feel disappointed if he wasn't a little freaked out by my work.
So
You really seem to have it out for the Abraxas Society.
Yes. Out there, I want to get rid of a damaged building and build some much-needed classroom space.
I have nothing against a new science building. But Loretta...
Loretta Rice is tenacious in her pursuit of rumor and nonsense. All the more reason to demolish
that I
the
can't
house
see his top teeth.
and move past the rumors once and for all.
Your plans to expand the campus are receiving a lot of pushback. Have you had any second thoughts?
Of course not. The situation in academia is dire. If we aren't aggressive in securing our future, we won't have one.
If you change Caledon beyond recognition, have you secured its future
This
at all?
is shit.
A question for philosophers and linguists who, despite my better judgment, still have majors here.
I'll let you get back to it.
Please.
Odd. Okay. Safi! You're the dancing custodian?
Save the Abraxas house! Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
Fuck have I not talked to? They're busy planning their swingers party.
Sorry. Give us a minute.
Okay, so they were talking about doing a presentation together. That makes way more sense than where my mind went. Please tell me Safi isn't with her mother right now. Or being her mother right now.
Hey, I'm gonna just read your fucking folder real quick.
Max, you're out here. That's great.
Jesus.
Is this an official graduate program performance review?
Officially? No. Unofficially, I could not be prouder or more honored that Vin is the first Regents Chair grant recipient of my tenure.
I never thought I'd make it to college, let alone business school. Caledon's given me so much. And yet, somehow I managed to give it even more in return.
This grant is set up to foster the next generation of Caledon leadership. There is no one more deserving.
Complaining about the new boss to the old boss?
And to think I used to complain about her. I didn't know how good I had it.
Nor does Owen. Once everything calms down, he'll be able to appreciate everything you're doing for him. Just give him time.
I know how she manipulates people with flattery, but it still works.
Owen has a lot of big plans for the school. How is the board handling it?
The way they handle everything, by clutching their pearls. And they're all rich retirees, so they literally wear pearls.
We do. We have a call scheduled this afternoon to hear some updates about his Caledon 2.0 plans. I'm sure it will be as lively as ever.
If not livelier.
I'll leave you two to catch up.
Enjoy your weekend. The campus is beautiful this time of year.
Yeah, go take your next famous photo. Preferably of me.
You know I always support your work, Maxine, but if you take his portrait before you take mine...
Don't listen to her.
Maybe I can use this photo to get to the folder on the table.
How? You mean?
Mind if I move that folder? My last shot felt a little cluttered.
Thank you for reminding me. It's yours. That auditing student handed it to me and told me to pass it on if I saw you. Strange girl.
And while we'd love to stay in pose, we really should get ready for the call with the board. Pray for us.
That was fun. Meet me at the Turtle for part 2. XOXO. Safi's just fucking with me now. She's not even here. Safi's been one step ahead of me this whole time. Hopefully now I can get some answers.
Yeah.
It started in December, but lately it's been getting worse. So I came to Max for help. And she told me, I guess you know, that I died. That my memories of what happened to us after high school didn't happen. At least, not to her. Basically, I shouldn't be here. By the way, you're doing pretty well with this whole talking to a dead girl thing.
Well, if you're friends with Max long enough, you get used to it. But I have many, many, many questions.
Do you know what it means? The visions, the different realities smashed together?
I have some, I want to say theories, but they're closer to fears at this point. Give me a minute. Max told me you're into astronomy. You want to take a look around? There's an image I captured upstairs that could be a new celestial object. Or it's just a speck of dust. Either way, you can help me name it.
Seriously? You're on.
All right, Moses. Let's see if you're as nerdy as Max says you are.
Okay. After hundreds of miles, thousands of questions, and countless times playing every scenario out in my head, it happened. I met up with Max. And it wasn't a moment too soon. For all my worrying, it turned out that Max was the one in trouble, and I got to save her ass. Sure, I got into beef with the loudmouth local and an overenthusiastic bouncer along the way. I did manage to talk my way out of any serious trouble. Good to know I still got it. It was almost too perfect. How I swept in on her at this creepy house she was breaking into and whisked her away before the cops came. But man, the way she looked at me. In the truck, after we got back before I crashed out, it's like she was staring at a ghost. It was probably just the shock. Maybe it has something to do with those horrible visions? I heard her rummaging around downstairs. I guess I'd better go. I don't think this conversation will be anything like the thousands I've been prepping in my head. Maybe that's for the best. Okay. Oh my god.
Moses needs a name for this dot. I should help him out.
Yeah. Face pimple your titties. Listen, I don't think Moses will be really excited about any of them but Dawn. I think I'm gonna do Dawn. That was way too much writing for that.
Some of Max's favorites are in here. It's good that she found a new movie buddy. A pet iguana?
Dude, this office has everything.
Bye. Okay.
A horticulturalist, too?
What can't this guy do?
I'm not usually into the whole sappy nature drawing thing, but nobody's gonna give it to you. You've got to grab.
Oh, I didn't know it. Objective.
Might be time to ask
Wow. You process quickly.
I'm just laying it all out. We'll see if anything emerges.
Love his hoodie.
So, Professor, have you solved me yet?
Not in the slightest. But I do have some follow-up questions. I'm sure you do too. Why don't you start?
Maya.
I don't mean to snoop, but who's Maya Okada?
She was a friend of Safi's. They were really close until Maya's suicide. That's what started all the craziness last year. Safi blamed several people for Maya's death, and she used her powers to get revenge.
Well, it's great that you bought her book.
And I wasn't the only one. Maya's work has been getting more attention in the last year. I'm sure Safi's delighted.
I know we have a metaphysical mystery to solve, but can I use your 3D printer?
What for?
It's Max's birthday. She's being so brave about this whole save the school thing, but I think she needs some encouragement. Your anime wall gave me an idea.
Say no more.
Ew.
You have to text me when you give it to her. She's gonna love it.
You got it. Give it to me straight, Doc. I'm ready.
I'd like to hear more about your visions. You said they started in December?
Yeah. And they weren't even visions at first. Just weird daydreams. Of a storm, or a path, or... But they just kept coming. Then I started thinking about them, even when I didn't want to think about them. And that moment in the green room a few days ago...
Abstract?
I couldn't leave. I couldn't think about anything else. I was stuck on that path to the top.
Okay. What were you doing in the green room before it started?
Looking in a mirror. That place was a grimy dump. Usually my favorite kind of bar. But for some reason, I started thinking about tornadoes. When Max and I were in high school, there was this crazy week where Max thought a tornado was going to destroy the school. No, sorry, that did happen. But it also didn't happen? What's happening right now?
Let's start with what happened 10 years ago. A storm threatened your town, and Max was forced to make a choice. She let you die, averted the storm, and saved Arcadia Bay.
But I'm here.
Yes. Somehow, the storm didn't destroy the town, and you didn't die. Which doesn't make any sense, except... A year ago, a storm threatened the school and the town. And Max made another choice. Or rather, she refused to choose between Safi and Caledon. Somehow she saved Safi and the school. And however she tied those realities together, it appears...
She tied up some loose ends while she was at it. She brought me and Arcadia Bay back together? With Safi and all the rest?
Yes. Somehow. Your vision started when you remembered the tornado. The thing that couldn't have happened, but did. A paradox. Your life and experiences are coexisting along an entirely different reality. And that's not sustainable. Maybe when you encounter a paradox, you come unfixed somehow, but that would mean even us talking about it directly could... Oh no.
Oh. What?
Chloe, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, stay calm and tell me what you see.
It's always...
Hello?
The same path. It ends in this outcropping with a couple of benches. Like a viewpoint.
The Overlook. That's where Safi died.
There's a sign. It's for Caledon. And my old high school.
So this place pulls attributes from both towns. Hence the light.
The sky is... wild. Lots of auroras and shit.
So it's nighttime?
I don't think there's a sun in here.
She called off the search. Stopped looking for herself.
We are the Life is Strange mindfuck world.
Missing, they said. Then, lost. Going, she replied. Then, gone.
What's happening now?
The, trees are reciting poetry.
Safi.
There's always something weird when I get to the top of the path. Me, dead. Safi, alive. A turbocharged lighthouse beam.
Okay.
Safi practically lives here now.
Left, mostly trees. Right, weird voices, sounds of someone crying. Up, overlook an lighthouse, some crazy tableau. There's a lot to learn here. You're willing to explore, and watch yourself die repeatedly. I finally know the truth. Can't wait to see what Max has to say about it. I've been everywhere. Well, almost everywhere. Lighthouse door is shut. What do you think is in there, Chloe?
Okay, Max is pointing a gun at Safi, and there are a lot of photos.
Photos of what?
Shit. I saw Max. She had a gun, and it always ends a little differently, but I died. That's what I've been seeing. Me dying. Max killing me.
You said there were photos. What happened after that?
The lighthouse beam turned on, and... What's wrong?
Chloe, you vanished. Disappeared for about 3 seconds. Before you came crashing back into the cabinet.
What? Where did I go?
I don't know. I think maybe that place takes you back to the moment where Max made her choice. About Safi. About you. Max stitched these realities together, but if you keep going back there, picking at the stitches, it could all unravel.
Safi has been there.
I saw some of Safi's thoughts and memories. We're stuck in that place together.
Makes sense. Safi is aware of the dual realities, and she's suddenly back on campus. Maybe she's looking for the same answers you are.
She seems depressed.
Well, you and she are trapped inside your own deaths. Emotionally, I can't imagine what that is doing to the both of you.
Arcadia Bay was brought back to life. Why aren't they stuck in that place too? My mom hasn't told me about any weird visions.
Have you told her about your visions? My point is, we don't know what's happening in Arcadia Bay. We can conjecture, but my focus is on helping you.
So what do I do? How do I make sure I don't think about, you know?
Well, distractions seem to help. Your job. Loud music, lots of people, probably kept you safer. But now that you're aware of it, and what it means, we might have just accelerated whatever is happening. I'm so sorry.
Not your fault.
Hey, man. I asked.
We won't risk any more explorations into the Overlight. That's what we're calling it now, by the way. I'll do some brainstorming. Maybe research mental techniques for...
Don't bother. You've got to focus on the fire.
But we need a plan. Your visions are growing in intensity, and that place is dangerous. If you spend more time there, you could undo the merge. You could revert back to your own death.
I'm serious. It's okay. Why should I get
cheers
to
does he
cheat
have?
death? It's not like I deserve it more than my dad. Or Rachel. Max saved me in the bathroom. But she couldn't make it stick. The time she bought me, it's enough. More than I deserve.
What do you mean? Of course you deserve to exist.
Not according to reality, or the universe, or whatever keeps trying to make me dead. Max has done everything she could for me. She always has. The least I can do is be there for her now. So, on to the good stuff. Who do we think is planning to start a fire? I met this guy last night. Didn't seem like a criminal. Criminally pretentious, maybe.
Lucas Colmenero is a former Caledon professor. He's been stirring up animosity between Caledon and Lakeport.
If he hates Caledon, you and Max won't be able to get much out of him. Max may have gone full Ivory Tower, but bars are still my scene. I'll head back there right now to chat with him and his protest buddies. Maybe I can learn more about their plans.
You can do this, Max. It's...
Yeah, see? I was thinking this.
Only Safi.
Sophie?
In the flesh.
Putting aside everything that just happened, I'm really glad to see you. The real you.
Oh. I do not deserve you, Max Caulfield. That's it. Well, don't just sit there and gawk. What did you want to talk to me about?
Why are you here? After all this time?
Oh, is that it? I don't know. Maybe I missed this place. Maybe I wanted to peep those famous leaves, or maybe I have some unfinished business.
Sophie.
Come on, Max. If you ask me basic-ass questions, you'll get basic-ass answers.
Whatever brought you back, I'm glad you're here. I've been worried about you.
About little old me? Even so, I do appreciate you keeping my cameo in your class to yourself. That's why all us students go gaga for you, Professor. The sad truth is, I'm here for you. Don't give me that dewy-eyed look. I can't decide if it makes me want to kiss you or murder you.
Why now?
Then why are you returning to Caledon now? Did something happen on the road?
I left here believing I had a purpose. I was gonna find more people like us. But the further I got from Caledon, the more I started to feel... what's the word?
Unmoored?
Deranged. These intrusive thoughts started playing in my head. My emotions were all over the place, and the visions... horrible. Waking dreams of my death. The storm. And I realized it wasn't being on the road or being away from Caledon. It wasn't my mother or Diamond or anyone else. It was you. You did something to me.
Oh my god. She's not gonna like either of these answers.
I saved you. Your powers were out of control, and I found a way to stop the storm and pull you out of there.
You talk like you understand what happened. Everyone here has forgotten what happened in the storm, but I'm still living it. Do you even know?
Your power went haywire. You broke into pieces. I had to pull you together.
And then what? Think. Where did you go in there?
It was all these motel rooms. Like the ones I stayed in after Chloe died.
Have you considered why?
After Arcadia Bay, I took my grief on the road, from one motel room to the next. The storm brought me back there.
Where did you go next?
I'm remembering. It was like the eye of the storm. Did I block the sound? Was I affected by storm amnesia?
Did you and Moses come up with that? Cute.
The lighthouse. The overlook. I remember thinking, it's the same storm.
It's all somehow connected. And then I saw you. You were dead on the ground. I thought I could use my power to bring you back. To merge the timelines.
But you saw her too, didn't you?
Chloe. She was there too. Like she'd been trapped in the storm this whole time, waiting for me. All I needed to do was...
The moment you saw her, she was all that mattered. You forgot all about me.
I didn't forget about you. You and Chloe are the two people I care about most in the world. I thought I could save you both.
Of course you did. You're Max fucking Caulfield, Space-Time's golden girl. You'll always try to save everyone and everything you can. But fuck! How many times do you need the universe to tell you it's not interested? These things we have, they're just cruel jokes. Chloe and I may be here now, but a part of us, maybe the part that really matters, remains trapped in that nightmare.
I thought I was beginning to understand my powers. But you're right. I've been... naive to think I could ever really know them. Moses and I have been working for months to understand and control my powers. How can I understand them if I don't even trust my own mind?
Now there's a question worth asking, and while you're answering that one, maybe throw in what you and Moses are up to. What are you collecting evidence for? What is that weird selfie photo of you, and why is my name on a whiteboard labeled suspects?
You snuck into Moses' office?
Don't deflect. You say that you're my friend, that you care about me? Prove it. Tell me what is going on.
Honestly, I'm telling her. Even if she tries to make things worse later, whatever. I think it's important for her to know at this point. Like, it'll do more destruction if we don't.
This campus is going to burn to the ground tomorrow, unless I stop it.
How do you... Oh, I see.
Then you can understand why I am using my powers and doing everything I can to figure out how it starts.
If you saw this campus burn down, then it means it was supposed to happen. Who are you to stop it?
What are you saying? I can't just let it burn.
Reality is cruel, but it's still reality. It doesn't bend to your will.
Moses dies. I saw him fall to his death. It was horrible.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize. I know you're doing what you think is right. I really hope it is this time. Why is Diamond calling me? Are you responsible for this?
No. I mean, maybe a little, but she's worried about you.
Fine. Enjoy the lakeside vibes. I'll be back.
Sophie seems really messed up. After talking to her, I have even more questions than before. Sophie could be a while.
Oh. And 2 ass shakes.
When I'm ready, I should.
Okay. Well, that was a productive trip to the president's office. Need to regroup. Here are the people who definitely know more than they're letting on. Reggie. Being the president of Abraxas comes with a certain amount of skullduggery. He's hiding something. It's just a question of what. But Reggie has been working for months to save the Abraxas house. Why would he want to burn it down? Pickle time. Vin. Knowing more than he lets on is Vin's whole personality. He's a secretive guy, but he's also my friend. He reports to Owen, but he loves Abraxas. Has Vin involved in something? Caught in the middle of it? Lucas hates Caledon, emboldened by his podcast. Such a dick. Don't know if Lucas is capable of violence, but I certainly trust him less than I trust the other 2. Who else? Here are the people who might know more than they're letting on. Owen, what's his deal? He seems laser focused on the goal of ruining Caledon by turning it into tech bro heaven. Would he burn down the Abraxas house if it stood in his way? Loretta, I don't think she's involved. She sure wasn't aware that the Abraxas house was about to come down. But Loretta's march was named after her for a reason. Besides, it's always a fair assumption that Loretta knows more than she says. Safi, the wildest wild card. Currently running around campus for reasons unknown. Why is she back now? Why is she creeping around looking for information, trying to get me off her scent?
Text Chloe and check in with her. Safi never used to let me see what she was working on. Is this an olive branch or a trick? Safi's been gone for 9 months. It must feel so surreal. Safi.
It's like last year never happened. Everyone's walking around the quad like normal. Like reality didn't collapse and reform itself around them. I guess I should be relieved, but I just feel invisible. A flash of lightning brings them into view. Persephone's gun. Demeter's frightened face. Her loss, a gaping, empty page. Her grief, hard-bound to fits of rage. She screamed, then fell, then vanished without trace. Never happened. So is it over now? Are these our familiar rooms and doors? Or could you, on your way to class, fall headlong through the looking glass, find yourself again? Max is using her powers again. I think she managed to sneak into and out of Owen's office, though it's hard to tell with someone who keeps fucking with reality in order to hide her tracks. I know, glass house. Maybe she took my advice to use her powers more. We involved. Taking my hand, you pulled me, out of the frozen lake, into the raging storm. You were the dashing hero, I was the damsel, saved. And I was the monster, vanquished. You rescued me from the rocks, then chained me to them. Made me feel alive, but I know, I died. I did.
Whatever Chloe's doing now, I hope she's okay.
Right.
I'll check in with Max, then see what we can dig up about the protests.
Whoa. Textures.
Ooh, not sure I want to step into the middle of whatever this is. New plan. Find out more about the protests, then come back to Max. Moses mentioned that professor and some townies or...
Ah. My God.
Organizing a protest on a...
After my dad died, I had a lot of super vivid, pretty horrible dreams around the same theme. We'd be driving down the road, listening to terrible country music, then wham, 18-wheeler right up the ass. Or we'd be on stage, torturing some Shakespearean couplet, then wham, enter 40 tons of death, stage right. No matter how it started, always ended the same way. Thing is, as horrible as these dreams were, I always knew they were just that. Dreams. Scattered bursts of random brain goo. Emotionally harrowing, sure, but they couldn't ever really hurt me. For a long time now, I've been trying to convince myself that these nightmares were made of the same stuff. Even as they disrupted my life, after I nearly went full freak out in that green room, even as I set out to find Max. And yeah, even with Max's time fuckery and my supposed death, so much for that, dreams don't make your entire mind and body disappear from existence before reappearing somewhere else in the room. The look on Moses' face, it was like the lab rat he was studying started firing laser beams out of its eyes. Moses, by the way, is clearly the best thing going in this school. If I had a teacher like him growing up, I'd probably be studying the effects of weight loss drugs on gerbils right now. Maybe if he can't understand what the hell's going on with me. But even if he can't understand what the hell's going on with me. Well, maybe that 18-wheeler is right around the...
Message board. Better look into it.
Protesters first, right?
Hey, buddy. You're like a month early. If I knew college involved dart gun battles, I might have applied myself more in high school.
Hey. Amanda, right?
Oh, hey. It's quite a show you put on last night. Wish I could have sold tickets for it.
I'm sorry if all the stuff with Max is, I don't know, weird.
A little. But what isn't weird these days? I'm just glad she's okay. More than okay, actually. She's, like, glowing. You didn't knock her up, did you?
She was? Really? I mean, it was kind of an intense night. And morning. I'm surprised.
You can go see for yourself. She was meeting someone. I think one of her students? I'm understaffed, so I'm not serving back there today.
Makes sense. Thanks.
Big.
If you're looking to book any shows this month, my band is headed east soon.
Oh, you're in a band?
Oh, I manage them. Drugstore Makeup. They're a mathcore synth-pop art punk band.
Oh, sweet. So, like, the Minutemen mixed with a little Fall of Troy.
Yeah. Spot on.
Send me their stuff. I'll see if there's a date that works.
Hell yeah. Sweet.
I'm sorry if all the...
More than okay.
You talked to her?
Just for a beat. She was...
Hey, why is it...
See you later.
I'll be here.
Her laptop and my truck would have a great time getting high together.
Yeah.
not much of a stage, but I could see drugstore makeup blowing some Mountain State minds here.
I guess security is pretty lax around here.
Guess so.
Protest?
So, what's this protest against Caledon all about?
You'll have to ask Joey. He's the man behind the plan.
But you're part of that whole group, right? There must be some reason.
Everyone's got their reasons. I don't expect we'll accomplish fuck all, but it beats sitting around and bitching about it.
I've been hearing about this anti-Caledon group. How do I get in?
You want to protest Caledon? Aren't you a student there?
Oh.
I'm a prospective grad student, but I come from a town in Oregon that's a lot like Lakeport. I'm tired of seeing rich assholes bulldoze through small towns.
I feel that. Oh, there were some informational flyers at the last meeting here. Joey told us to destroy them after, but you never know.
I'll look around. Thanks. What do you do when you're not getting in fights with strange women at bars?
I used to pull shifts at Kruller's before that closed. Now I'm trying to get a job at the timber mill where my dad worked.
What happened to him?
He skipped out on us when I was pretty young. Don't know where he went.
Sounds like an asshole. In my experience, no dad beats asshole dad every time.
Good to know.
I don't know why it's...
See you later, Ren.
Say the same.
You got it.
Nothing to go off of yet. Maybe I can get someone else to open up? Looks complicated and full of tiny pieces. My old nerd friend Steph and Mikey would love it.
Steph and Mikey. That's probably how Chloe became band manager for her. Anyone want to talk to me? Anyone at all? Joey.
Hey. I hear you're the guy to ask about the protest.
No clue what you're talking about.
I'm gonna need some intel before I can get this guy to talk to me.
Oh?
I can't make out much, but I think this is the password I'm looking for. Got the password. Now time to take a look at that forum.
Ow.
Water is an essential part of a healthy beer diet. Back in my shadier days, I would have called this the free shit box.
They're long enough. Literally anyone. Full walls and shit.
Everyone knows the best grilled cheese comes from a shopping cart in the alleyway outside the bar at 2 a.m.
Sure. Then I need to talk to them.
So, do you live here or what?
I'm working. Many great writers worked in bars. Capote, Kerouac, Burroughs.
I get it. I do my best work in bars too. Could any of those dudes set up a merch table in under 5 minutes? I'm hearing about this protest against Caledon. I want in.
I'm afraid your association with a certain former colleague of mine means I will have to decline further conversation.
Really? Why?
Goodbye.
Yeah. I'm not gonna get anything out of this guy.
Heyo.
Do you know anything about this protest that people are planning online?
I've heard some things. I tried looking into it, but their forum is password protected.
I think I might have that password, actually.
For real? Let's take a look.
Get it?
And
shrimp fried music. Really hard to read. Oh god, this blue is horrible to look at. Oh, okay. Semper Tyrannis. Stats. Okay. Protest is on. 9:22. Time and place to be announced. Find or message me for details. Colors forever. That's Joey. Hell yes, been dying for this. Got my sign and torch ready. Right on, brother. I'll have to skip bowling league and drive up from Brattleboro for this one. Wouldn't miss it for anything. They will all pay tomorrow. All of the elitist fucks who allowed Lakeport to suffer while Caledon grows richer. All the students who turn their heads and didn't give a fuck about us in the first place. Won't be able to ignore us now. That's for damn sure. I know I haven't been to any of these meetings in person yet, but that's about to change. I'll be there with bells on tomorrow. Love the enthusiasm, but remember, even though this is a private message board, always assume infiltration. Only one-on-one conversations with trusted friends are safe. Roger that. Heard, boss. See you tomorrow. Yay.
Nothing like a little Latin to class up your angry protest. Nothing like a little Latin to class up your angry protest.
These fucking assholes. How is any of this going to help? They're gonna set back everything we're doing to rebuild the town.
The protest hasn't happened yet. We could still keep it from getting out of hand.
You're right. I'll tell Noelle to get campus security ready.
Good plan. I'll see if I can get any more info out of Joey. See you later.
I'll be here.
The forum is scary. But it gave me a lot of good intel to use with the bartender.
We're good
All
for
right.
tomorrow?
Excuse me?
Protest, man. I'm on the message board.
What's your tag?
I've been lurking. A little shy, you know?
But not too shy to join a protest? I don't buy it. Why weren't you at the last meeting?
Bowling league?
Dude, it was bowling league. We had our match against those dillweeds from Brattleboro. Did you expect me to no-show?
I guess that checks out. Maybe you missed the meeting, but you must know the group motto from the message board. What is it?
Sic Semper Tyrannis.
Sic Semper Tyrannis, which I believe translates to, how sick will it be when we squash these tyrants?
Close enough.
Okay,
All
that
right,
was it.
you're good. Hate to be so paranoid, but you know how it is. We muster here, noon tomorrow, and then head straight for the admin building. And prepare yourself. This reckoning has been a long time coming. Things could get heated.
That's what I'm banking on.
This lady doth motherfucking protest. Time to tell Max she's got a girl on the inside.
Hello, ma'am. Can I tell you about our grilled cheese specials today?
Chloe!
Jeez, okay. You do not need to act this surprised every time we see each other.
That was Moses.
How did it go with Moses?
You did not prepare me for that guy's office. Holy shit.
No, I mean, did he help you?
He tried. Not fixed yet, as far as I can tell. What about you? Did you crack the case with the Abrax holes?
No, I'm at a dead end. I know Sophie is hiding something in her bag, but she was too smart to leave it with me.
What's with all the sneaky stuff? Why don't I just run over there, grab what's in her bag, throw the bag in the water, and give you the stuff?
Throw her bag in the water?
Yoink.
Bitch, you did not just...
The fuck? Here, take the mask before she comes back and beats my ass.
Sophie had an Abraxas mask in her bag. We have it now, thanks to you.
So many questions. But for now, I think we better run before she realizes she's missing it. And I have just the getaway.
A daughter song, yay!
I know that our short time depends on it. No, we can't treat it lightly. Oh, it will likely kill me that I must live without you, 'cause I can't swim.
And then did I say something badass? Like, it's time to fight fire with fire.
You did not. I thought about it, but decided it would be lame. At least coming from me.
I can't tell who it is.
So, I know President Teller was the one who ordered the demolition last night. And I'm pretty sure Reggie was involved somehow. He's the president of Abraxas.
Double presidential crime. 2 for the price of 1.
There's a
Chloe
secret
price of 1?
cultist party at the Abraxas house tonight. Sophie must be going. That's why she had the mask.
And now we have it. Next stop, freaky college party.
What about the protesters? Could one of them really start the fire?
They're super pissed off and looking to make themselves heard. Honestly, with what I've learned about Caledon using the storm to take over more of Lakeport, I can't say I blame them for being angry. But this shit's dangerous.
At least we know about it now. That gives us a shot, right? I know he didn't fix you, but was Moses able to figure out anything?
Hard to say. I got the feeling he couldn't decide if he was more interested in helping me or studying me.
What does he think is going on?
The word paradox was thrown around a lot. Also, anomaly. Apparently, me and this Safi chick are cosmically entwined because we occupy the same quantum position. Really, Max, you should buy a girl a drink before you cosmically entwine her next time.
Har har. The fact that you can
Har
joke about
har.
your existential crisis is actually pretty unsurprising.
Thank you much.
Happy birthday.
Hey, I made you something. Now that Super Max is back in action, I thought she needed her own badass action figure. Happy birthday!
This is incredible!
How did you make that?
With everything going on, I barely remembered today was my birthday.
Good thing my ass is here then.
About Amanda.
Okay, so Amanda. I get it.
Uh-huh.
Seriously. She's cute. Funny. Not a walking paradox of existence. I like her.
Well, good. I always thought you two would be friends.
Thinking of me?
Oh. So you were thinking of me the whole time you were with her?
That's not what I said. But sure.
I bet I loved being a part of it. Using your powers. I bet it felt dangerous. Like when we used to break into abandoned buildings together.
From the beginning, you've always been my most trusted accomplice.
But it's weird. That version of me that just fucked with your friend. What happened to her after you rewound?
Moses has his theories. I don't really understand them.
I don't know. Like one will piss her off.
I think reality is always shifting, but people are a constant. Like this canoe. It bobs back and forth in the lake, but we stay in place.
I hope you're right. To me, it feels more like we're going down Niagara Falls in a barrel. What happened between you and Safi?
I told her about the fire. Her reaction was disturbing. She blames me for what's happening to her and to you. And I think she's right. What's scary is that I didn't even know I was using my powers this time. And I still created a mess.
This was already there.
Look, I don't know Safi, but from what I can tell, she was plenty fucked up before you ever met her. Yes, your powers are weird, and sometimes freak me out too. But there isn't a single person in the world I would trust with them more than you.
I think I needed to hear that. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Didn't get very.
When I was living this weekend, the first time, I really thought my life was starting to make some sense. But it seems like chaos always finds me.
Oh, it's like
The only chaos you're dealing with is me. Everything was fine before I showed up. You have a whole new life here. I know I don't fit into it.
No, that's not what I meant at all.
Okay? So, try again. And if you rewind, I'll know.
I wouldn't dare. I thought my life was starting to make sense, but I was wrong. All those years I spent grieving you. I was grieving myself, too. I never felt more alive than that week we spent together. I convinced myself I could never be that person again. Not without you. And now you're here. I don't really know how any of this shit works. But somehow, with all this crazy stuff happening, you're here now. And I know it's because you needed me. But I think I needed you just as much. And I wasn't brave enough to realize it.
Bitch! Yeah!
Be careful!
Now, why? Really? Seriously?
I can't believe I never took a boat out here until now.
Just add it to the list of conveyances I've dragged your ass into over the years. I mean, in my reality, anyway.
How would
I
you
want to hear
stood
so
up?
much about your reality that it becomes mine. Let's hear the list.
Well, there was my truck, of course. That shopping cart in San Francisco. Then there was that Vespa we had in Salt Lake City.
Was I in the front or back?
Are you kidding? You were in the back, holding on to me so tight, I thought I would suffocate. We had that tandem bicycle in Chicago. That was a disaster. And Izzy's friend's weed dealer's tuk-tuk we joy rode in Nashville.
You're just making stuff up now.
I am not.
Are stacked against our love. I'm always waking up when
Is it?
he is
Or...
sleeping still. The
Okay, I was like, am I supposed to wait?
The Maybon party is starting soon. We've got to get to the Abraxas house.
though I can't tell
Maybe Safi didn't see you guys out there. You guys just went a few yards away and then.
So, what's next? Change into black robes?
Black shirts, going by the old photo. Then we head over to Fremont Street.
And look for smoke.
This is it. It could all start tonight.
We know that Reggie kid is up to something. Think you can get me another Eyes Wide Shut mask so we can sleuth together?
You're on. Stay out of trouble.
Okay. Also, hello. You came in at a weird time. You haven't been watching.
Between
We're
all
at the
the drinking and
Abraxas
making out,
ritual.
someone must have taken their mask off.
Can't tell this is Max. Like this, nobody. I want you. All right, I want you to send me everything related to the fire. I'll transcribe and catalog it all and create a database of any evidence or computer. Student stopped by the office, asked audit my class next year. Does she have a southern accent? Yes. So that was Safi? Yes. Talk to her as her. She just asked me some bullshit questions about grading. Shouldn't feel jealous, but I don't understand why she's sneaking around like this. Safi adores you. She's probably afraid that you could talk her out of whatever she's doing right now. Maybe. Anyways, are you and Chloe making any progress? I'm undercover at a masked Abraxas party, trying to find secrets. Whoa. Should I leave you to it? Probably. I'll text you soon. Safi has always had a way of getting past my walls. She's the first person to join the best friend tier since I met Chloe. And today, sitting on the turtle's back deck, she was the person to help me realize the truth. I did this to Chloe. I brought her back to life because I couldn't let her go. It must be the cause of her weird visions, and God knows what else. There are no free lunches when it comes to using my powers. Maybe Safi is right, and I'm just being reckless. But maybe I can handle the consequences. Maybe any consequence is better than the one I lived with for years. I still don't know what Safi's doing in town. I think she wants to trust me, but she doesn't know how anymore. I told her about the fire. Maybe if I prove that I trust her, she'll respond in kind. I sure hope so. There's a lot to unpack from my conversation with Safi. Moses will have a field day heart attack when he hears about it. But I can't really focus on it right now because, oh wow, something else happened. Looking at a beautiful girl and realizing you want to kiss her? That's the second best feeling in the entire world. Emotional silver medal. Realizing that beautiful girl wants to kiss you too? It's the goal. I can't believe I almost kissed Chloe Price today. I truly can't believe that I was foiled by a canoe. Could have just let us fall and kissed her in the water. For a second, I thought about getting on my hands and knees and crawling across the canoe like the klutz I am. But it didn't feel right. I wanted it to be perfect. For now, it's enough to know that Chloe Price wants to kiss me too. Aw. Okay. Mask? Max!
What's the point of a Mabon party? Half of these decorations are for Samhain anyway.
You haven't been inside yet, have you? Trust me, Mabon has its own special charms.
Hello? Hello? Okay. Hello?
I should explore the grounds and look for a mask. Loretta?
Oh, hey Max. Thought that was you.
I'm trying to find Reggie. Haven't seen him yet.
Me neither. At least, I don't think I have. Stupid masks.
I'm gonna check out the house. Maybe you should do another round out here before people get too drunk.
I've never had a partner before. It's like Woodward and Bernstein. I call Woodward.
You got it.
It's like, whatever.
We're gonna crack this open tonight. I know it.
Hope so. Be careful.
We have a shapeshifter in our midst. How are they drinking? What do you mean? Oh, you mean because of the masks? That's a good point. Good point. Is there people with cups? Are there people with cups? I want to see if it... Maybe they don't have masks on. They drink. Yeah, there's just cups. There's not anyone drinking actively.
If there isn't a mask out here, maybe there's one inside? Whoa. Where did they even find this? If anyone gets on this thing, I'm leaving.
Their mouths are closed, so people have to be taking them off. I know. There's not even like a little hole. Oh. On fire.
Could this be the fire that starts everything? I could douse it right now. But I'd blow my cover. Don't you dare start moving.
Eggs.
Leave it to Abraxas to turn eggs into something that screams death cult.
Straws. Yeah, but there aren't any straws. I don't see straws.
I should explore the grounds and look for a mask.
That looks like... well...
Okay, I thought I'd hate the mask, but it feels kind of cozy. Is that weird?
Just keep it on in the bathroom. You don't want to accidentally look in the mirror.
Oh, they're on fucking acid or some shit.
Did this guy not get the dress code?
Are you ready for the ritual? I'm the sacrifice this year.
Sacrifice? As in...
As in human sacrifice. See you at midnight.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
If there isn't a mask out here, maybe there's one inside?
Midnight is hours from now. I might head out before the ritual.
Don't let Reggie see you sneak off. He's been in a mood all day.
Y'all have an extra mask. Whoa!
Even candles.
Way too excited. It was almost like nervous. I don't know, it was weird. The logo, which is the Abraxas, which is, we learned earlier, a weird kind of rooster thing with tentacles.
I should explore the grounds and look for a mask. Not their usual logo. This one's been doused in nightmare fuel.
Good one, Matt. Okay, what's happening over here in the... Did I hit?
So the door password is whatever monster is on the tapestry? That's dumb.
Yeah, I think Reggie was trying to draw Abraxas and fucked it up.
And we're stuck
Chris.
out here because
Yes,
we didn't
thank
major
you.
in mythological monsters? Sometimes I hate Abraxas.
The password
You're absolutely
is on
right.
Tapestry.
Because earlier we looked at a book that had the 3 ones that had roosters. And yeah, that one's different than, because it said the Abraxas is the one that has the human body, rooster head, and like tentacle legs or like snake or something legs or something like that. Or tendrils or something. But you're right. That is the cockatrice or whatever.
Thanks for the info, fellow Abraxans.
Cool. Thank you. I couldn't remember what it was. It had the name earlier, but it was so long ago. I should have known I could count on you. But I don't want to get in yet.
Password?
No, why wouldn't it let me do it? I remember. Well, kind of. You helped me. Fuck, dude.
Be right back.
Password?
Avon.
Mavon?
Oh, nice try. Now shoot.
But we did learn it in game. I looked at a book.
Even if I find out the right answer, he'll never let me in now.
Rewind, weirdo. Why won't it let me?
Mabon is about the cycle of death and rebirth. So this skull collection is totally fine and normal.
Anyone? Because apparently I have to learn it in the game. Can I talk to these people about it? Oh, I should talk to Loretta.
Maybe if I identify the logo on the tapestry? Due to my newfound knowledge of feathered reptiles, I can conclusively
I had to look
say
at it
that this is a... Shit. Which one was it?
I remember.
Due to my newfound knowledge...
Let me try. Give me the two options.
Password?
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. There we go.
Cockatrice?
Nope. Have fun outside.
What?
Dang it. Even if...
It's calling that a basilisk? It's calling that a basilisk. That's not a basilisk. I know it's... It has two! It's supposed to be one snake tail to be a basilisk. That's fucking stupid. That's dumb.
Password?
Basilisk.
That's stupid. I thought a basilisk only had one tail. Oh. Got it. Okay. Well, whatever.
I need to blend in and find that mask for Chloe. I thought Abraxas was mostly about parties and ambiance. But there are rituals involved too. I bet I
Max,
can
we've
find
already
a spare
covered
mask
this.
in here. If I really wanted to freak these kids out, I'd play something from Somebody Suggested Brain Bucket 3. The kids are alright.
Well, whatever. It's fine. We got in.
Somewhere around here, there's a Halloween store owner putting his kids through college because of Abraxas. He thinks he's the coolest guy here, but he's trying too hard. Maybe Mr. Cool here would like a drink. And dare I suggest, his picture taken?
The fuck?
There's gotta be a mask laying around here.
Posture check. What do you mean? There's no good place for way to me to sit right now.
Even the coolest devil needs a chill drink.
I've been missing shit everywhere.
What do you think they told the Carver? Please turn this New England mansion into a vampire castle.
Carver?
label on it. Presidential thong? I'm not sure I want to know what this was used for. At least it's not a dance party. My undercover skills only go so far.
Art, people dancing.
Party too hard and you're going to lose your mask. Reggie doesn't seem super comfortable with leadership, but he's definitely trying his best. I bet I can find a spare mask in here.
Yeah.
Okay, you're too drunk to have something over your face right now. This isn't theft, it's a safety issue.
She's in the trees.
Oh.
Blood wine?
What's in it?
What the hell? Max? Is that you? Oh my god, my teacher's here? I do not need this right now.
Uh-oh. Let's rewind. No, let me get out of here. Okay, I have another mask. How do I get out of here? Is this how I got in? The door? Which door? It's not that one. Oh.
I should try to squeeze
It is
as
this
much
one.
information as I can out of Reggie before I get back to Chloe.
Oh. Max, you need to use a different voice.
Blood wine?
See, okay, they did.
Oh, thank God. It's not blood.
Oh my god.
Reggie has been dodging me for days. Time to get him to talk.
Go.
Greg, right? Congrats on becoming a senior member.
That's how you
Oh,
drink.
man. I
Yeah,
remember
you
my
drink
first
off
Maybach
camera.
party.
That's
I
how
was
everybody
a
knows that.
wreck. I thought we were actually gonna sacrifice the kid. Say what you will about Abraxas, we sure know how to set a mood. Not quite as good at leaving behind clear directions, but... Wait. Greg said he couldn't come because his girlfriend thought this was an orgy. Who are you? What the hell? Max? Is that you? Oh my god, my teacher's here. I do not need this right now.
I'll have to keep my mouth shut if I want.
Greg, right? Congrats. Oh man.
Wait.
I remember my first Maybach.
I hit the wrong
I'll
thing.
have to keep my mouth.
secret? Oh, sorry, Alana. I didn't even recognize you. Actually, you've been a member here a while, right? I can't remember. When Vin was president, he'd recite the Aleister Crowley poem at Mabon wearing... What would he wear for that?
The thong?
Oh, that's right. No wonder I fell for that guy. Well, maybe that's a tradition that should end with Vin. Maybe that's all Abraxas is. Just a bunch of bullshit traditions that no one will miss. This stuff with the Hall of Secrets is silly. Right? We wouldn't ruin Abraxas if I destroyed... Sorry for venting like that. You're a very good listener. See you around.
Oh, Reggie. I think it's time to level with him and get the full story.
Enjoy the party.
Reggie, it's Max.
Max? What the hell?
I know Abraxas is just a club, but I also know that it matters to you. If Owen wants you to destroy something important, you need to...
It's not Owen. He's... It's... Owen's been getting pushed around by the board. Some of them are former Abraxas. In return for their support, they told him to destroy the innermost secret.
The what?
The innermost secret. Located in the Hall of Secrets. In the basement. It's the most sacred place in Abraxas. Only the president is allowed inside. Owen needs the board to approve his Caledon 2.0 plans. So he told me to find the innermost secret and destroy it.
And you're trying to decide if you should.
No, I'll do it. Anything to get him off my back. But I can't get inside. There's a code to get in, and it's nonsense. Shit. Did I leave my notes down there? Oh, I've said way too much. Anybody could be listening. Anybody could be behind those masks. I can't know you're here. In fact, you're not here.
Understood. It's all gonna be okay, Reggie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Wow, Reggie. That was way more than I expected. I've got to get this information and this mask back to Chloe.
Ow! Oh.
Hunting for a secret room in a spooky house? Chloe's gonna love this.
I've been to plenty of bonfires, and a handful of pagan parties, thank you, Portland. But a secret society pagan bonfire, that's a new one for me. It's Vermont air, so fucking peaceful. Peace and calm. The kind of calm that makes you think about the endless void of non-existence.
Here.
Jesus!
Sorry. I think you should check out the basement. The door password is Basilisk. I'll do another swoop and sneak. I'll do another sweep and try to snoop.
What's in the basement?
Hall of Secrets. Owen told Reggie to destroy whatever's inside. He's looking for a way in. We have to get there first.
We know the fire started here. But was it to destroy the house or the thing inside? So, split up? Meet at the bonfire when we know more?
I just want you to know, I'm so excited to make these memories with you.
The Hall of Secrets. Do Abraxans really say this shit with a straight face? Let's see what these kids are hiding down here. Sense of justice? Interesting.
Secret room in the basement, accessible only by the president of Abraxas. Cipher behind the bed in the president's quarters. She who enters the Hall of Secrets must embody a key Abraxas virtue, a sense of justice. Simon said she never went inside. Ben didn't respond to texts. Can't find any trapdoors or false walls. How do I prove my sense of justice to a basement?
Only justice will open the door? What's wrong with... Damn.
We're in an escape room. Sense of justice.
What are the odds that this party turns into an orgy?
Huh. Oh.
Looks like the blade is dull. That's a relief. If I was a hidden door, where would I hide?
Okay.
Keep on weighing crystals, or whatever it is you do.
I have to inspect all things like all the way around because there's sometimes things at the bottom.
Justice is blind, but this lady looks like she's waiting to receive some other than justice. Might just have good decision by the Caledon president. Maybe even a just one.
First, allow me to express my disappointment at your constant rabble-rousing. As a member of Caledon's first co-ed class, I expected better than complaints of feeling unsafe on campus or lacking a forum to advocate for women's issues. Nonetheless, I've decided to meet your demands. The Caledon Women's Equality League has been granted that status as an official Caledon extracurricular society. Certainly hope that victory does not embolden you further. Already. Hold on, I want to look at this again.
Looks like the blade is dull. That's a relief. If I was a hidden door, where would I hide?
So then what is this door? Oh, that's the room from Abraxas. This is the room from upstairs. I mean, the outside door. Okay, scales.
Might just have to poke around.
I think I'm doing. Okay. What am I missing?
If I was a hidden door, where would I hide?
Oh. Ooh.
Fuck
I didn't
yes,
see it.
ladies.
Okay.
I'll bet these symbols are the start of a grand quest to find a fancy engraved disc. But, I'll bet these symbols are the...
Okay.
Ah! Stupid creepy art.
Max. Max, I need help.
Ugh. Where's Max when you need her? Maybe there's some other round crap I can find down here. Too small. Also, too tacky. Too big. Also, don't want to let out whatever demon is trapped inside. That might fit. And seriously piss off. Come on. You've got a date with a wall.
Hell yeah.
Sweet. I didn't even have to chant anything.
Oh.
Time to find whatever this big spooky secret is and get the hell out of here. What in the witchy cottagecore grimoire?
Alright, June 19th to 23rd. Prior to the celebration. Organize hike to Quarry Creek to watch the sunrise. Get out the jugs of mead that were bottled during the Yule celebration. Check for taste, signs of spoilage. Choose someone to play Oak King. Day of the celebration. Midday. Serve berries and honey. Floral wreath making. Dance of the Oak King. Bonfire and mead. Decorate the house with sunflowers and daisies. Don't set up the maypole. Only use clothing optional.
At least these weirdos aren't playing with knives anymore.
So, prior to the celebration, ensure everyone has been given a mask. Brew the blood wine. Choose someone to play the sacrifice. Bonfire and gratitude circle. Blood wine ceremony begins. Perform the rites of Mabon. Sacrifice kneels upon the basement altar. The president readies the dagger and recites, I ready the ceremonial dagger for the blood offering. With love and gratitude, we offer the sacrifice upon the Mabon altar. As the sun sets, we give thanks for the bounty of the year. As the twilight shines, we offer our lifeblood as a token of gratitude. As night falls, we pledge to sustain ourselves and each other through dark. 3 drops of blood are taken from the sacrifice palms. No blood. Knife replaced with dull replica. Ceremony continues. Okay.
What kind of freaky shit would someone want to listen to in here? Amazeballs. New wave post-core experimental rock. So, my record player probably misses me. Maybe I'll buy her this as a souvenir for when I get back. Hello. What's this? Why did they bother to keep these photos? I should give them a closer look. Maybe some... more with better lighting.
Sorry. Acquisition slip. Row 9, shelf 13.
I should go find Max and show her what I found. Nice to see some ugly frat house vibes mixed in with the creepy gothic. The Ren Fair cosplay is reaching new levels.
Reggie?
How hard can it be? It's just a puzzle. You love puzzles. You used
Oh.
to do word searches with Nana all the time. Oh my gosh. He sent you, didn't he? What are you gonna do to me? No. Holy shit! It's the cops! Down here! There's a psycho with a sledgehammer!
Hey, man. Thanks for the assist.
What are you talking about? Hurry! Before those cars start yelling again!
God,
Yeah,
how drunk are
fair.
these kids?
You're right. You're right. He was just ready to have the sledgehammer to bust open the wall. Yeah, I saw it. It looked like it was like looked like it was like put over something.
Maybe Reggie was being paranoid earlier. Or maybe Chloe and I aren't the only party crashers. I should do a loop around. Sophie.
Oh no. There's something in the wine. Max is tripping out. This mask itches. Lots to go over. Abraxas is a secret room in the basement. Owing is putting pressure on Abraxas because it will help him push through his Caledon 2.0 plans. And basilisks have the body of a rooster, but the tail of a... No, that's not important. Reggie's in a bind. There's some secret thing in his secret room in the basement. Guess what that room is called? It's the Hall of Secrets, duh. Whatever's down there, it's really important to Abraxas. But Owen wants Reggie to destroy it. What's the innermost secret? Sorry, I got distracted by the shape of that question mark. Reggie could potentially start the fire if he finds what he's looking for, but we won't. That's why everyone's being weird. Yeah. Is everyone staring at me, or is it just the masks? Which one of you floating white faces is Reggie, or Safi, or Chloe? No, she's in the basement. I wish she was up here, though. She'd be better at fitting in, except for her hair. So I'm stuck in secret agent mode. Mode? How the fuck do you spell that word? Sorry, I got distracted by question marks again. Gotta go. Think those fireflies are waving at me.
Might be here. But where?
Oh, I just don't have my phone anymore. Oh, things are getting weird. They're weird. Can't get through.
Was that Safi? There! No. Safi?
And I stood out there for an hour, calling her name. But she was
Never
just
check your phone on drugs.
gone.
That's fair. Love the fairy moth firefly. Yeah,
so
I know. I really like it too.
Beautiful.
Kinda
Sometimes
looks
I
like
just
my
wanna
tattoo a
stick
little
out my
bit.
hand to caress it, you know?
Oh man, the noises.
Excuse me.
I would love to get by you. Anyone, please let me get by.
I see some new masked faces around. I should investigate.
What is happening?
Excuse me.
Oh. Oh, it's floating.
Ooh, I want to get on this.
Oh. Oh.
Get us out of here!
The auditory hallucinations are bad. Sick ink.
Something's not right. Why is Safi doing this?
Not. You're on drugs.
You know, the autumn equinox is the moment the sun is positioned directly over the equator, at which time night and day are nearly equal lengths.
Max only took a sip.
Don't worry, Max. We're not really here.
Is the furniture always this antsy?
Antsy?
I won't find any party crashers by being shy. What the? That wasn't there before.
Okay. Oh. Oh.
Something's not right. I need to find a place to sit down.
I'm trying! Abraxian wall.
I need to sit down.
Batch nerd.
Get the tapestry.
Sorry. What did you say?
Hans bet you dimwit, ouch in a batch nerd.
Rassle pricks.
Rassle pricks.
Sorry, I couldn't go back.
What was in that blood I drank?
Yeah. Is that Hot Dog Man? Oh no, it was that bowling guy. Oh my god. Put the mask back on. Max.
I'll sit here and let things calm down. I keep meaning to learn more about tarot.
Hmm?
Whoa.
Oh.
I wonder what this one means. Maybe I can find something to distract myself with. Hey, little guy. Are you hungry?
Hot Dog Man.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to water you.
Max, what are you? Whoa, you do not look so good. I'm
No!
Nope. Not ready to face myself yet.
Oh no, not the mirror. Stop! Not the mirror!
I'll work up to looking in the mirror on my...
Oh no, now we're checking messages.
time.
Oh man. I know you said not to, but
I don't think mirrors
Did
are
you
my
come down the
friends right
chimney?
now. You're early. Man, are you drunk too?
you're not drunk, my love. Hey, we're just gonna have to, I guess. The only thing I can do.
Oh, great. It's you. That kind of negative self-talk isn't good for you.
You in there?
Ooh, what's it like to live in a mirror? Is there a flat Chloe in there too? Oh wow. Everyone here is tripping, but you're just in free fall. So, how is all of this going? Great. Never better. You and Chloe are having a fun little adventure together. Just like
I
the
don't
old
like
times.
this.
Think it'll save her?
No. I mean, that's fair. Don't do this? Go Gobo. Oh, Gabo juice. Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here! Plunge me into a nightmare or whatever! Anything but this.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're the nightmare. And she's about to wake up. I'm wasting my breath. You've already bent, broken, and skull-fucked reality trying to save her. I know I can't stop you. So do what you want. Nuke the school. Flatten the eastern seaboard. But please, try not to give yourself false hope, okay? Because you already know how this ends.
Oi.
Somebody just attacked me in the basement with
Oh,
a
it was the-
sledgehammer!
No!
Didn't attack you.
Chloe, are you okay? Please be okay!
Fuck, this is heavy. You're not gonna believe what just... Max? Ooh, what happened to you?
I think I'm allergic to fruit punch. Either way, we should stay down here until those bowling balls go home.
Max Caulfield, tripping balls. Oh, I never thought I'd see the day. What were they passing around up there?
Blood wine. What do you think was in it? Please don't say blood.
Mushrooms, by the looks of you. But Chloe the Trip Sitter is at your service. Let's get you out of this spooky wizard basement and...
No, we can't go up there. Please, the girl in the mirror, don't listen to her. Promise me.
Hey. It's all gonna be okay. I'm right here.
For now. That's how it works. You drive your truck back into my life. We have a few incredible days together. And then you're gone. And I have to learn how to live without you. And I don't know if I could do it a second time. I love you so much. But it's not enough. If I really loved you, I'd tell you to leave. To get as far away from me and my powers as... But I can't. We're doomed.
We are not doomed. We're Max and Chloe. I'm sorry. No one should ever have to make the kind of choice you made back then. We were so young. And you had to be so brave for so long. Listen. I don't know if the school will still be standing tomorrow. I don't know how much time But it doesn't matter. Who fucking knows what will happen next? But it will happen to us, okay? Because I'm not going anywhere.
You're so pretty. I think this is the part where we're supposed to kiss. I can't figure out which one of your lips is the right one.
You know what? Let's recheck that. Just a bit longer. Sit tight for a second, okay? I'm gonna get you out of here. But I gotta check on something first. Somebody came down here with a sledgehammer looking for this. What do you think? Finally some real pirate treasure? What am I saying?
The souls of the
Given everything,
damned.
It's definitely drugs.
is it?
Nothing. Max, you don't want to see.
Oh my god.
Innermost secret?
That was the innermost secret? The thing Owen told Reggie to destroy?
Must be. Poor kid.
All of Owen's lies and manipulation. It wasn't about a fucking science building. It was about that. What do we do?
Hide.
This is the person who came down with the sledgehammer.
Max, shut the fuck up. You guys are not hiding.
Get ready, Max. They'll come for you next.
Shh. Shh. Hey, try to focus. Okay, we need to figure out who this is and how they know about it. Shit!
Oh man.
No sign of that box. Damn it.
Yes, it's 3180 Fremont Street. It's the house where all the shit keeps happening.
Safi?
No, Max. That's... Damn it.
You both really love fucking up my plans, don't you?
So you called the cops on us? Dude, what is your deal?
Or you saw a bonfire and a bunch of tripping students and decided that you wanted to protect the school, even though it got in the way of your sneaking into the party.
Guess we'll never know. See you, kids.
Somebody knew about that body. They got it out, and then they doubled back for it. Still, the party was shut down. The cops will put out that bonfire. Maybe we still stopped the... Max?
I don't think we stopped anything.